Today in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, I have a simple question. Just how powerful is fire? And what weapons can we make and mod using fire? Let's find out. Listen up, soldier. I'm listening there, buddy. The farmers of this land are being harassed by the new king. He's a bit of a tyrant and we need to help them. Of course we do. I'd rather do this than go to the doctor's appointment I had scheduled. Okay, this guy at the Stuff For You place is doing some research and we can't just give the farmers some nukes. Starting simple, but effective sounds like a pretty smart way to go about this. But at first, we're gonna have to use pitchforks to hold off the enemy's tax collectors, I presume. There's our forces. And we've got one soldier, but here's the king and his tax collectors. So, smelly farmers. We're outside working all day, man. That's a little bit rude. And he's the self-declared king. All your farms belong to us. Look at those eyes, man. He's got some pretty intense eyes. Let's teach these peasants how to... what? How to not be alive anymore. Oh. Okay, well, at least there's a little bit of discord over there in the enemy ranks. And everybody's hungry. I'm kind of hungry too. I want a sandwich. McDurple's. Dude, I want to go to McDurple's. McDurple's has the best breakfast. We all know this to be true. All right, so the battle begins. And this is my guy. And it looks like it's like bring your kid to work day. And he's like, I want to hide behind daddy's leg. So the king is just chilling here, and we're just chilling here, and it's all a matter of can our pitchforks hold the line on the ramp, and it looks like we did just that, though there is one hoplite left. They're pretty powerful, but, if you think about how many pointy sticks we have in our pitchforks and the remaining troops alive, he just called us smelly peasants again. This guy is really rude, but we've achieved victory here at the vital crossroads. And we've chased the king away. Although he's not really a king, I never voted for him. Did you? Well, thank you. The king's gonna be back and he'll bring more men this time? Oh, well, that sucks. Yeah, we're gonna need some of this weapon technology you've been talking about to deal with this organized farce. Okay. A basic starting point on this new tech. Something tells me we're gonna be dealing with flame technology, which is not a recent technological development when you think about it. Maybe we got napalms and B-52s. Hey, look. But I did get some money, so let's buy the fire torch. Hey! And we just unlocked a new weapon. So now, instead of pitchforks, we've armed all of our peasants, including the bakers, who are probably over somewhere making croissants.
Are you going to finish that croissant?
And now they've got these little torches. We've also got one row of pitchforks up against, a much more sizable force by the enemy. We're gonna go ahead and just kick this off, and look at this. This reminds me of a good old soccer match in Eastern Europe where everyone's bringing flares because they're just so excited to watch the home team. And man, these torches are real effective. These guys may have shields, but look at this. It immediately burns them. Oh my gosh. Guys, talk about technology. What happened to this guy? I don't know if that was friendly fire. Oh, we do have a little bit of an issue. And that's the reload rate. I guess it takes a little while. Guys? Bravely, bravely, bravely running back here. Sir Baron. Oh, wait. We won. I never had any doubts. One of their soldiers has fallen in the river. And we know what's going to happen if you fall in the river. Let's just say you go through the windmill. Are we in the Netherlands? Oh. This isn't over again. Okay, Mr. King. All right. Thank you. You know what? I felt like we did a pretty good job, but a big part of that was due to you and your technological advancement called fire on a stick. And the king is going to come back. Got it. We have to keep pushing him back. Of course we do. Ooh, but we've been able to upgrade our fire. I feel like a caveman who just discovered fire for the first time and then was able to cook meat. We're able to digest food faster, and that means we have more time to do other things like build Super Nintendos out of sticks. Ooh, and we got fire spears? I got quite a bit of money. So if we look at how we've aligned our troops, we've decided to put our commanding officer, aka me, right behind our brand new fire sticks. They're sticks with fire that are bigger than the other sticks with fire. The enemy, you'll notice, has not brought any fire, but they have brought sticks. I think we've got this one in the bag. Now, let's see. Do these things explode? We do have a little bit more range than the regular fire sticks, but other than that, oh my gosh, look at this. This is just an absolute, like, I mean, what is a fire pun? Dude, there's fire a little bit everywhere. I guess the one thing we have to worry about is if we burn down our farms. Uh-oh. The king is bringing more to bear. Starting to see the farmers organize. I mean, you know, that's largely been my job, and I feel like I've done a good job. Does that mean I can leave? I mean, I feel like my job's not done. The king knows the farmers are starting to unite. Well, I mean, he's taxing us. We must continue to support them. Okay, well, what technological advances do you have? A bigger stick with more fire? All right, let's see what this is. A fire bow. But of course, now we have fire on a stick that we can shoot out of a bow. Now, I do like the way we've lined up our troops right now, and we've also got a few protesters that are just like holding signs of the farmers' revolt, which should keep this force organized. So this group is going to run in and battle the king and his minions, while our main force stays behind. Now, these guys, they volunteered for this. Don't worry. They know that they're doing a risky job. Look at this, man. I love it. I love how we have just these sides. Farmers unite. We got the king right here. He's a little bit angry. He's laughing at us. Dude, you have not won a single battle against me. You keep calling us smelly, but that's about all you got. You're just a bully, and we don't like you. Oh, man. Look at this. You've got shields. Oh, dude. Are my archers arcing their shots? They are. Oh, that would be really cool to see against the Testudo. I think after this battle, we're going to have to do a little bit of weapons research to see just how cool the fire arrows do against a Testudo formation. This is going to be epic. Uh-oh. Now, here's a bit of an issue. We got enemy troops, and our accuracy is questionable at best, but fire is really good at burning stuff. That's kind of the point, isn't it? Huzzah! Now, we've got 2 battles left. This is 100 Roman soldiers in a testudo. So go ahead and count. It's 10 rows by 10 columns. Now, we've decided to put them against 50 just fire spearmen, just to see how this works out and see if these guys can do a pretty good job. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine being in testudo formation with your shields, thinking you're safe, and then the other guys have like napalm spears is what it is. Now, the issue here is they don't necessarily have a very good reload rate, and the Roman soldiers were able to barge into the barbarian hordes of napalm spear throwmen and do the damage. But one of the things that I wanted to do was see how the arcing fire arrows are going to deal with the testudo formation. So here we've got quite a bit of them, and they're like, instead of firing pretty much like more in a straight line with a little bit of an arc, because obviously it's a bow and arrow, we wanted to see how these things do when they're fired in the air. Now, unfortunately, unlike a real testudo, there's none of these shieldmen holding their shields up. But look at the arrows just slowly but surely arcing their way in. It looks like they're going to hit... Are any of them going to hit the front lines? Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Okay, the front lines seem pretty safe. The back lines are absolutely on fire. And our frame rate just like took a nosedive. Now, here's the issue with the bows and arrows. They're not really smart, are they? They can't really alter their shot, even though this guy seems to have a big brain. So, I think what we need to do is combine the tactics. Wait a minute. Guys, this is crazy. I'm back at... What did we do? I'm just setting up a new line of spears, and our guys are already on fire. Okay, that's kind of interesting. They're already burning without these guys firing a single shot. I think we broke the game, which is kind of awesome. Now, these guys are sort of walking over the fire. Yeah, they're getting absolutely torched. Literally torched. Okay, we found a pretty solid strategy for dealing with the enemy forces. Wait, guys, who's left alive? Okay, nobody is. There we go. Well, we've done quite a bit. Look at this. Look at this man's head. And I think spears up front and archers in the back is the best way to do this. Now, we need to unionize these farmers. And there we go. We just basically needed a nice table where people could sign up and volunteer to, well, fight to the death, aka unionize. That's kind of how it was in the medieval ages. at least in the tabs dimension. Now our numbers have increased, we've got more people joining us, and all well because of me. Well, thank you. You know, I wasn't alone. I did get some new fire technology. I'm talking fire on little sticks, fire on big sticks, fire on medium-sized sticks. We got a lot of fire on sticks. But here's the king, once again, trying to tax us. Yeah, we're defying you because you're not even a real king, bro. Like, we don't like you. So let's take a quick look at the strategic situation. In classic fashion, we have set up our troops in different groups. Now, the enemy, though, is sneaking some troops in through the high fields. Now, the question is this. Can we light the entirety of these fields on fire and use that to burn the enemy? Or are we just going to literally light ourselves on fire? What are you guys doing? You're shooting us. Okay, there we go. That was a good shot. That was actually a really, really good shot there, Mr. Farmer. After burning a few of your friends, you finally decided to hit some of the enemy. Now, unfortunately, all of our troops on the front lines are dead. Get them, boys! Oh, gosh. They've got spears. Now, we don't really have any weapons that are good for close range. Like, we have no melee. But you'll regret this. I mean, one last battle to end this. I'm curious what he's got. Howdy, soldier. Looks like this is the final standoff. I mean, it sure is. And it's about time. You know what? I mean, I do what I can, all right? I don't even know this guy's name. What should we call him? Billy? Bobby? Billy Bob? Formidable point. We do have the one final battle, but don't worry. More advanced. You know, he's got a World War II helmet on. He's got a Tommy gun. I think this guy's from the World War II, like, dimension, right? So if that's the case, then we probably just got that the flamethrower on the back there. Oh, it's a flamethrower and it only costs $123. I mean, considering a fire on a spear stick was $100, this is a deal and a half. There he is. This guy looks like he's extremely well equipped to give the enemy team the business end of this here blowtorch. So for scientific purposes, we're gonna line up 100 clubmen and see if this guy can burn 100 clubmen. Oh my, okay. Depending on his reload rate, if he even has one, this is one man versus 100? Holy biscuits. Now, the issue here is that he's gonna be relatively vulnerable to ranged fire, but as long as the enemy doesn't have ranged fire and they've got like very primitive melee weapons like these guys with their wooden sticks, which by the way are probably as flammable as these guys' haircuts, then I think this guy could easily take on, I don't know, 300, 400, 500 troops. We'll have to try him out in a circle surrounded by a couple hundred troops after the final battle. After all, we need him to live and fight in the battle and win it for us. But goodness, one man versus 100, and he was able to do it? Good night. We saw just how powerful he was, and he's sitting right here. We've also got some other technology. This looks like a normal Hwacha, but I can assure you, it's not. You see these sticks? What do we do with sticks? We light them on fire. Now, the enemy force, once again, isn't bringing any ranged weaponry to the battle. That is what you would call a tactical and strategic error of grave importance. Wait. Why are these guys, look at these, are these turncoats? Because their coats turn color as we get closer. That's weird. They're on my team, they're not on my team. All right, well, we've got the fire Hwacha, we've got fire arrows, and we've got Big Billy sticks over here. Yeah, it would have been nicer if you didn't burn some of your own farmers. I think that's gonna be bad for morale. But what is interesting is the king is walking up. He doesn't even have a weapon. This king is a chump. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, man. You know what? I wonder if this guy could go... Oh, no. He's catching on fire. Farmers revolt! We've won! We've done it! Well done, farmers. You have defeated the evil king. Well, it's like king in quotations. May your children and your children's children and your children's children, children and children all rejoice. For we have freed them. Now, this is what one flamethrower surrounded by 100 troops, not in a conga line, looks like. So I'm kind of curious. Oh, this is not looking good. He's getting absolutely smacked. So he could take them out in a line, but could he take... Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. I don't know what he just did. He's still alive, And these guys are smoldering ruins. Did he just win that? Think he's just showing off right now? Because he's just like sitting on this pile of defeated foes. Wow. He was able to win that. But here's the problem with this guy is he's probably got a weakness to ranged fire. So we've got about 14 or 15 archers, and he's, oh my gosh, this guy is just turned into Boromir right here, walking with multiple arrows protruding out of him. And he doesn't have the range. And you could say he doesn't have the cards, but, well, there's one in his hat right there, his helmet. Oh, he's burning him. Wait a minute. Oh, he got... This is why you wear your helmets, ladies and gentlemen. They can protect you against piercing arrow fire. And he's only got 2 more. Are you reloading? Oh my gosh. That one stuck his hand or his pinky finger or his gun. I'm not entirely sure. All right. He's got it. Now, I think this guy's just like, he's juiced up. He's ready to go. The flamethrower weapon is superior. We've freed the farmers and we've learned a lot. But what weapons and technology should we make in tabs next? In what dimension should we invade or defend from invasion next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.